What is up, Cancer? Welcome to your weekly general timeless reading. These readings are going to be a little shorter this week just because I move in 2 days. So thank you guys for being so patient with me. If you want a personal reading, you can book it down below. If you want a Reiki session, I am a master Reiki practitioner. I got clients all over the globe. So if that's something you're interested, you can book it down below through my website as well. Also, if you want to become a Patreon charges on the 1st of every month. So November 1st is coming up in a matter of 3 days, I believe. So if that's something you're interested in, those readings have been getting intense because the collective's going through an awakening. So there's a lot of very spiritual readings coming out, which has been amazing. It's been crazy doing those readings. So if that's something you're interested in, all the November readings are already posted. So if you want access to the monthlies, you can go get them now. Through Patreon, I've already done the energy shift reading for the full blue super hunter's moon in Taurus that we have on the 31st on Halloween as well. So if you want access to all those goodies and the weekly Patreon readings, you can get all that on Patreon. So I'd love to have you as part of that family. Check that out. Other than that, like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow and I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm going to be using crystal visions for your spread clarifiers with Sun and Moon Tarot. And I'm only going to be pulling 5 to 7 cards this week just because I move in a few days and my time's a little sensitive. Okay, so let's see what's going on for my Cancers, please, Spirit. And thank you guys for all the messages you've been sending me. I appreciate it. I really do. You guys have been really sweet. I'm loving it. I needed some of them. I did. Let's see what's going on with you, Cancer. Let's see what's going on with Cancer, please. The Cancer Collective. I like that. They actually showed me a field of flowers, like a multiple different flowers. Flowers to me are indicative of like a lot of peace and abundance. So I think things are finally going to be calming down. I know the last few readings have been a little crazy. I think in November things are finally going to start moving forward for the collective, which is really nice as long as people don't have resistance. Resistance is not the thing to have right now. Show me what I need to say, Cancer. Quiet. Ooh, sorry guys. Quiet, Cancer. There we go. So we got the 9 of Cups and the Emperor in reverse. Okay. Yeah, so we got 7 cards. Perfect. Okay. Really didn't want to push any more than that. So thank you for that, Spirit. So we got the 9 of Cups, the Emperor. Then we had the 10 of Swords, the Hermit, Chariot, 4 of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. This actually came out last. Such just like scattered energy. Like all of this just feels like it should be in a pile. That's really how it feels. It doesn't even feel like it should be laid out. It just feels like it should be looked at in like one big bunch together. So it's hard for me to like organize it because it just feels like scattered. I'm just gonna stack them. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna stack them. This 10 of Swords is separate from it. The Chariot's separate. There we go. Okay, now I feel better. Now I feel better. Sorry guys. I'm an intuitive reader, so it takes me a second to kind of feel the energy when they come out in a big pile like that. So we have the 9 of Cups, Pisces energy, Emperor in reverse, Aries energy, also Taurus for me as a reader. So there's this hope and wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups, this is you really wanting to achieve what's emotionally fulfilling for you moving forward. And I like that the Emperor's in reverse. I actually think this is you taking a step back from a very forceful energy. The Emperor in reverse is someone who likes to be in control, but I think this is you recognizing that things don't always have to be kind of like hard won. I think it's you actually understanding that things can be tackled in a very gentle way. Because I think your last few readings were about being more in touch with your feminine. And with the Four of Cups in reverse and the Hermit, I do feel this is a past energy. I think this is a past energy for some of you. I think a current energy for some of you as well. There's two different groups I'm tapping into. Some of you are currently understanding the concept of opening up the heart space and allowing yourself to receive while you're in this Hermit, Virgo energy, Cancer energy with the Four of Cups. Others of you in the past have already opened up this heart space and learned how to allow yourself to receive with grace. And that's what's allowed you to close out a very painful Ten of Swords, forceful, go, go, go. Why are things always so difficult? Why are things always falling down? Why are things always stressing me out, overwhelming, causing a domino effect of bad luck for me, right? And as soon as you close out that Ten of Swords cycle, that's when you get this very abundant, very fast movement, like field of lilies and flowers that I keep seeing. I like this Chariot energy, Cancer energy, and the Ace of Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. So let's get some clarifiers. Yeah, as soon as I get to the reading, then they like nicely bunch together. Let me move this down so you guys can like kind of, you're not going to be able to see it. What am I doing? Okay, Sun and Moon Tarot. All the tarot decks I use are going to be linked down below in the description box for you guys. Woo! That was a close one. Almost lost them. I know they're banging on the table. I know it's loud for some of you. I'm sorry, my apartment's empty, so it's going to be extra loud. I've tried covers before, multiple different kinds, plastic, fabric, tablecloths, everything. My sage burns through it, or the cards stick to it, or I just don't like how they feel. So I prefer the wood table. I'm sorry. Is there? Yes, there is. I knew it. We got one card from Crystal Visions in this deck. It's a Six of Swords. Time to move forward. You're ready for it. Let's look at the Nine of Cups. Let's look at the Nine of Cups. Cancer. Cancer, I love your energy right now because you just feel so quiet and calm and gentle, which is nice. I think this is an energy you're heading into. This is not a current energy that I'm tapping into. This feels like a very, in a few weeks energy. Yeah, we have the Page of Swords and Death. Yeah, this is where you're heading. This is the transformation you're heading into because the Page of Swords, this is kind of like a brand new consciousness. Brand new consciousness, because swords rule intellect, they rule the mind, they rule communication. It's also like the way you perceive things, and death is about rebirth. It's the phoenix, right? The phoenix rising. Resurrection. Scorpio energy with the Death card, Page of Swords. Princess of Swords in this deck, air energy, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I really like that. It's you understanding that in order to have your hope and wish fulfillment, you need to see things in a different way. You need to tap into that feminine energy, that very gentle side of you. And it's not that you're shutting down your masculine side at all, this Emperor energy. You're just allowing yourself to be more vulnerable. I love that. Page of Cups, my card of vulnerability, Princess of Cups. It's not that you're shutting down your masculine. You're just balancing out the masculine with the feminine. You're learning the ebb and flow of your polarities. Very nice. So let's look at the Four of Cups in reverse. We have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, so this was going within and kind of looking at why the heart space was guarded. With the Hermit attached to this, this is you analyzing why your heart space was so guarded. So let's dig a little deeper with that. Seven of Wands is Leo energy. Your reading, I feel like, is just going really fast here. Okay, you don't want to be picked up, huh? King of Swords and the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Two of Wands. Okay, some of you, this was a blocked heart space because of a significant other or a very masculine energy that played a significant role in your life that might have been very dishonest, and you might have felt that they held you back from a lot of opportunities because they didn't let you speak your truth, or you felt very silenced by this energy, or it's an energy that stuck with you for a long time and in turn you didn't speak your truth because of it. So for example, if you had a partner who was a very dominant energy, a King of Swords can be a very business-minded energy. It could be someone who's very cutting with their words, very direct, very just CEO energy, and is not very in the heart space. It's just very, I'm going to shoot you straight all the time. But with the Ace of Swords in reverse, I do feel that's your reaction, making you feel as if you can't express your emotions. And in turn, it kept you from taking a lot of opportunities that you wanted to take for yourself. So that could have been a father, could have been a partner, could have been a friend, could have been a boss. Doesn't matter who it was for you, but that person that you encounter doesn't mean that you're still with them. It could have been in your childhood, right? But it's whatever that energy or multiple energies that were similar to that you encountered over and over and over. It might have been a cycle for you, might just be an aspect of yourself, right? Kept you in this very not willing to be vulnerable, very closed heart space energy. And you're realizing that's what had to be healed. So let's look at the Hermit. In your masculine side of you, for others of you, just realize that you weren't being honest about how you really felt. And you knew that you had to go within in order to move forward. I think for a lot of you, your masculine energy got a lot of clarity though as well, that in order to create the life you wanted, the heart space needed to be open to receive. So the masculine side is what triggered the going within to attack. Why did I want to say attack? I immediately was like, why is this word coming out? It's almost like charged toward the feminine energy. Like the masculine is like, we got to go get the feminine. But it's your own energy. So for some of you, it's another person. And then there's a group of you where it's also your own masculine energy. Your own masculine energy within you that's kind of like, okay, I'm a little too in my head all the time. I'm a little too much of an overthinker. Maybe I do need to be more emotional. Maybe I do need to be more honest with it myself and less practical about the world and more emotional about what I really want from my world, from my reality, and let down my guard a little bit. And that's when you realize, okay, in order to move forward, maybe I do need to go within, because with the Chariot in reverse and the Hermit in reverse, that's your higher self guiding you to do that, because you were stuck. Two of Swords, Libra energy, stagnancy because of a blocked heart space. Because look where the swords are blocking, the heart space. The Two of Swords is indicative of stagnancy. So let's look at the Ten of Swords, this cycle that's closing out. Four of Cups. Oh, I love this. There we go. Now we got a King of Pentacles, an Ace of Cups, and a Six of Wands. Beautiful. I love the Four of Cups in reverse because that means that you're opening up to love. You're opening up to emotions, to vulnerability, feeling very stable in your masculine energy and what you're capable of creating, leading you to victory. And there's a very beautiful open heart space, open to receiving, open to giving, open to self-love, open to messages and offers of love, leading you to recognition, to success, to people recognizing how much you've been through, all the healing you've done, whether it be yourself, your guides, family, friends, loved ones. I love this, but that only comes when you close out this cycle, right? So everybody's at different places on this journey, right? So don't compare yourself to another at all, please. So let's look at this Chariot, because now you got the Chariot twice. So we got the Page of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles. It's almost like you're taming your impulsiveness and being very cautious about moving forward. You're like, I know where I'm supposed to go and I know it's going to happen quickly. I'm not going to be impulsive. I'm going to allow myself to build something very stable from here. That's that King of Pentacles energy. I actually like this. I like that you're not being too impulsive about it, because now you understand where you're going and you're like, I want it, I want it, I want it. Because we do have, what's the aspect that's impulsive right now? It's something with Uranus. Is it Jupiter and Uranus? What is it? I'm gonna have to look it up. There is an aspect going on right now with the full moon in Taurus that leans towards like impulsive action. I talked about it in my Patreon energy shift reading for the full moon in, it might be the moon conjunct Uranus. I don't think so. It's not the sun. It might have been the moon conjunct Uranus. It wasn't the sun opposed Uranus. It might have been the moon conjunct Uranus towards impulsive action. But this feels like that, like trying not to be impulsive and just taming that impulsive side of you. That's kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna make sure I'm setting some solid foundations for me so I do have this successful outcome. So I make sure that my Ace of Wands does lead me towards this Chariot, this very successful, abundant, fast-paced, on the way to victory, very powerful. I love this. You got an ending and a beginning. Universe is the world, Saturn, Capricorn energy, and the Ace of Wands, fire energy. As soon as you close out this Ten of Swords, you get a brand new cycle. Something about the Ace of Wands. Got a lot of divinity. 7 of Cups. Yeah, because now you have clarity about your emotions, about your options, about where you want to go. Look at this. And you get out of this scarcity mindset, this abandonment, this lack mentality, this heartbreak energy. As soon as you let go of this energy of loss, of not having, that's when your ships start coming in. That's when you get the 3 of Wands, the opportunities. Very nice. Very nice, Cancer. And bottom of the deck, there it is, Uranus, right? The Fool energy. I love that. You're taking the leap of faith. You see it as a risk just because vulnerability is that risk. It's that energy of like, oh gosh, here I am. Here's my new skin. Am I safe? It's okay. You're going to be fine. This is a very, with the Sun conjunct Uranus aspect, with this full moon in Taurus we have, this vulnerability, it's people want to know what the new is, and that's why people are seeing this Fool in reverse a lot. And a lot of zodiac readings I've been doing this week, the Fool's always in reverse right now, because people see this new beginning as a risk when really it's a blessing. It's a very nice new cycle we're going into, so please don't be scared of it. It's very positive. It really is positive. It's a lot of soul realignment. November is going to be a lot of spiritual, a lot of soul alignment energy. We got a lot of things going on with this North and the South node, which is the past and the future energy of like soul purpose kind of energy. So please stay grounded. Please do what's of your highest good. Do a lot of self-care. Really I want you to focus on who you most want to become as a human, as an individual. Do you speak highly of yourself? If not, what can you do to improve that inner dialogue, right? It's a lot of self-care time right now going into November, because I feel a few towers coming in November. Positive towers for like becoming a better version of yourself. And they're going to be tests. There's going to be tests of how willing are you to really do what's of your highest good. And it's going to be like, some of you are going to think these tests are hard, but some of these tests are just like, are you willing to wake up earlier to get to the gym? Are you willing to change your diet? Are you willing to take care of your body? Because your body is the only body you have to take care of you. And if you want to manifest an abundant life, like, are you taking care of the vessel that you have? Because your vessel reflects your reality. Like, you are a mirror of your world, so you reflect what you create. So if you're not healthy, how can you expect your world to be healthy? So if you're not in a good state, how can you expect your home, your job, your finances to be in a good state? See what I'm getting at? So if things around you seem to be crumbling or not doing too well, how are you doing? Check in with yourself. Okay? I love you. This is what I have for you, and I'll see you next time. Later, Gator.